Hey guys and gals, so you know we're all about content here at Carrot. We do lots of content. We do content 2 or 3 times a week, and we have mastermind calls and webinars and articles and these videos, all kinds of stuff. But what can you as real estate investors, agents, or any other entrepreneur watching this video, no matter what industry, what can you guys do as far as your content scheduling goes? It's kind of a question we get a lot from people is they say, okay, I understand I need to do content, but how often do I do it? When do I post it? Things like that. So this will be a really short video, a whiteboard strategy sketch that kind of gives you from our data, what we have found is the best times and frequency to post your content at the very least. Now you can of course ramp it up and do more once you get your system set. Watch some of our other videos that really help you nail your content marketing plan. This video is just on the frequency and time of your scheduling, right? So the first thing we like to look at is what days during the week are the days that we find are the best times for people to absorb content, the best times that they're actually looking for content. We dove into our data in a big way across the thousands of InvestorCarrot websites, and we found that midweek tends to be the time where most people are diving in online to look at content. So it could be your house sellers, it could be your buyers, it could be tenants, it could be private lenders. It doesn't really matter, guys and gals. Even you guys as our clients, you guys tend to look at content online Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday more often than any other days out there. There's little blips on some other days. You know, Saturday is a little blip at a certain time. Sunday afternoon is a pretty good time to dive into content because people are starting to switch their mindset from the weekend fun, the weekend recharge, to now the week, and they start to think about business stuff or solving their problems. Okay, but in general, we like to look at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as the times that most people are really online looking at content, doing searches. Now you might ask why, okay, because I could just tell you the what, but I think understanding the why is a big deal with really growing your business and becoming a great marketer. You have to know the why behind stuff and why it works versus just kind of like the old saying goes, you could give a man a fish or you can teach him to fish. We want to teach you guys how to fish, but we want to also streamline the process and how to do that. So the reason that more people are looking at your content on Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays is because if you look at the way your week works, once again, you have the weekend. And the weekend, it's your recharge time. You're not going out there wanting to solve your big problems. You're going out there connecting with your family, your friends, having fun, enjoying the week because you have your time off. Okay, so as soon as Friday rolls around, we start to kind of shut our minds off as far as solving those big problems or looking for those solutions to things. And we lead into the weekend where we have a little lull. Oftentimes weekends are great times for people to listen to podcasts and things like that. So we'll see a little bump up on a Saturday or Sunday or something like that, especially Saturday morning on podcast listens. So then as people get into Sunday, and about midday after you go to church or whatever it is you do in the morning, your mind starts to switch into the week now. Okay, so as our minds start to switch into the week, it doesn't matter if it's you, it doesn't matter if it's me, it doesn't matter if it's your prospects, buyers, sellers, tenants, whatever. You start to make that switch. And then Monday is all about getting going and catching up. You know, we dive into our inboxes early. We try to get things caught up. We try to get in the roll of our week. And there are a lot of people searching during these times. We're talking about the most prime times, okay? So I'm not saying don't put content up Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm saying these times are the times when the most searchers and the most people are doing those searches in our industry. So you get Tuesday past you, or you get Monday past you, then it dives into midweek. That's when people have kind of, they're in the flow of their week, and then that's when they can go, okay, now I can think about that big problem of selling my house, or listing my house, or getting a house to rent, as an example. So post your content Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays if you want the optimal audience. If you're just going to do once a week, if you're going to do twice a week, we do Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, you can also mix it in on a Saturday or something like that. So now that you know what days to post your content, what times of those days should you post your content? And once again, we go back to data. We don't just take guesses. We don't say, hey, we think Charles opens his emails at 11 o'clock. We look at the aggregate data. When are people looking at your websites? When are motivated sellers doing the searches and landing on your sites? Buyers, tenants. Well, in our data, we found that, same thing, you look at the patterns that we live in our day. We get up in the morning, we open our iPhones or whatever it is, hopefully we're not, but oftentimes that's the pattern we're in. We check out our email, look at Facebook, whatever it is that you're doing, okay, in the early morning. You might be eating breakfast, reading something, getting the family ready, and then around this time is when we start to actually engage in the web. And I've said this on a whiteboard video before, but this is completely true that oftentimes people look at their phones when they just woke up or when they're on the toilet. And so right here, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, 6, 7, 8 o'clock especially, is when we see a big bump in people making searches, okay? Then it starts to come in where they have their commute, they're driving, they're getting to work, your searcher starts to take a lull. Lunchtime comes around, they start to hop online again, whether it's Craigslist or Google or Facebook. And then you see a lull again. And then we see a climb back up at 5, 6, 7 o'clock p.m. That's right after dinner happens, during the commute possibly, kids are to bed, and you start to see a big search bump there. So if we're going to be posting content on Facebook, if we're going to be posting on our blogs, what I like to do is I'm going to post a piece of content on Tuesday, and I'm going to roll it out like 6 in the morning. That way it's there all day for people to absorb, and it's fresh, okay? Don't put out your piece of content at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon all the time. Test it and see what works best. Okay, and then you might be saying, okay, how often do I need to be posting my content on my blog as an example? Well, we suggest weekly at a minimum. And I know for a lot of people that sounds like a lot. It did for me when we started. But what we found is weekly is so easy to do when you find the best way that you like to do content. I like to do video because it's easy. I can sit in front of a video camera, I can talk, and then my team can then take it and turn it into a written piece of content if we want to. And I can be in and out of here in 5 minutes versus me taking 30 or 40 minutes to write an article. Okay, or several hours. So find how you like to do your content and start doing it weekly. So let me work it back and put it all into a nice package for you. Do weekly content to start. Pick a day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I would suggest Tuesday or Thursday, okay? Post your content in the early morning, and then on Facebook and Craigslist, promote that content in the morning, lunchtime, and evening, so you can capture people when they're looking. Then when you want to ramp it up and you want to add a second piece of content, find the best way that fits your schedule and the way that you like to create content, and do a second piece and post on the other day and do the exact same thing. If you guys follow that model and get consistent with your content, I can guarantee you over the next half year, the next year, you're going to catch a lot of momentum and cut through the clutter in your market big time, and you're going to become the expert while everyone else is wondering why you now are the leader in your market. All right, so go out there, get your content going, leverage our data and leverage our research, and go out there and cut through the clutter in your market, guys and guys. If you like these whiteboard strategy sketches, check out our YouTube channel, subscribe on our YouTube channel so you can get updates each and every week when we put these out. And also check out our other content. We have our Carrot casts that go out every single Tuesday morning, our new podcast. We have great articles that go on our website. Check them out at oncarrot.com/blog. Thanks, guys and gals. Go out there and crush it with your business and live a life of purpose.